What's up everyone, and welcome to my review of the Vantrue N2 Pro Dual Dash Cam. It's a compact, portable, durable dual dash cam with a 1.5-inch LCD screen. It goes on and off one-handedly and films front and cabin simultaneously in 1080p resolution. At nighttime it films in super night vision, even in pitch black settings, thanks to the 4 infrared LED lights surrounding the wide-angle lens equipped with the Sony Starvis sensor. And if you purchase the sold separate GPS mount and download the free GPS software, you can have your speed stamped into your video footage and monitor your GPS coordinates on the map. And with the sold separate Hardwire parking mode kit, you can have 24-hour motion detection surveillance even when your car is parked or turned off. And being that it was featured on CNET, Wirecutter, and Business Insider as a best buy, there's no surprise that it still ranks in the top 10 best-selling dash cams on Amazon in 2022. I've given thousands of rides with this as an Uber driver, and I'm gonna show you a clip of an altercation I went through to show you the power of this dash cam right here.
I didn't get in your car, bitch.
Hey, what the f, bro?
I didn't get in your car. I didn't get in your car. Did I get in your car?
Why you gonna talk?
You ain't about that life, bitch.
What's going on, man? I feel this. It's not worth it. I mean, I'm just getting frustrated. You're gonna try and slap me? I mean, on my car. We're gonna exchange some words. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Alright, so I've actually obtained all of the sold separately items for this dash cam, including the GPS mount, the OBD Hardwire parking mode kit, the traditional fuse box Hardwire parking mode kit, and the micro SD card with the SD card adapter reader here. Now, since I'll be testing all of these products with the camera, this video will be quite lengthy. So in the description below will be timestamps to help you navigate to find the information you need. And under there as well will be all the links to all the products I mentioned in this video, as well as any promo codes or discount codes to save you money. Alright, so before I get into the thick of it, if you're interested in getting the upgraded version of the N2 Pro, which is the N2S, I have done a complete review of this dash cam, and I'll put a link right here so you can check that out. Now, it's going to be more expensive and upgraded in every way, except since the N2 Pro has the old technology of the lithium battery instead of a super capacitor, it's going to be cheaper, it's going to have a better microphone for audio, and you can remove it from your windshield mount and it'll still be powered on, and you can record outside of your vehicle. Now, if any of that matters to you, you want to stay tuned for this review of the N2 Pro. If not, you want to spend a little bit more money and get the N2S. Now, if you want to get the best Uber driving dash cam that money can buy, you want to get the Vantrue N4 3-channel dash cam that films the front, cabin, and the rear vehicle all at the same time. I have reviewed this as well. I'll put a link in the same exact spot right there for you to check out. Now, welcome to the complete guide and review of the N2 Pro. I'm gonna lay out all the components of this dash cam for you, set it up, install it, test it day and night, trick it out to its fullest capabilities. When it's all said and done, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here's everything that comes inside the box. There's the main unit, the 12-volt cigarette lighter car charger with an extra USB port and a 10-foot long cable, USB data cable to plug in the main unit into your computer, suction cup window mount, user manual, 18-month warranty card, and 2 stickers. Here's a closer look at the main unit here. The front lens shoots in 1440p Super HD or 2.5K. And the lens has a Sony Starvis sensor. I'm just going to peel back this sticker here. Or if you want to film front and cabin at the same time, you can do so in 1080p. And this lens is also sporting the Sony Starvis sensor. And I peel back this sticker here. And as you can see, this lens can rotate up or down this way to get you a different viewing angle. Over here we have a 1.5-inch display screen that's used for displaying the menu or monitoring footage. You have the buttons on the bottom here. And over here you have a lock button to make sure that footage doesn't get overwritten for important footage. OK button. And on top here we have the mount clip for mounting onto the windshield mount. Okay, on the bottom we also have a microphone. And what is interesting is that this microphone is actually the best microphone I've ever used on a dash cam, even better than some of Vantrue's newer models. Okay, and on the side here we have this cover that you can open up to get access to the micro SD card slot here. Okay, and over here is the HDMI port, and over here is the USB port to plug in this included cable here. And this allows you to plug it into your computer for transferring data if you don't want to use the micro SD card method. And it also charges the camera because it charges the lithium battery. The maximum capacity for this camera is a 256GB micro SD card, and I'll be using Vantrue's card to test this camera for this review. Here's everything I'll be reviewing for this video. We have the Vantrue N2 Pro dual dash cam, and everything else is sold separately. We have the GPS windshield mount, the OBD Hardwire parking mode kit, the traditional fuse box Hardwire parking mode kit, and the Vantrue 256GB micro SD card with the SD adapter here. To set it up, press the suction cup mount against the windshield and turn the knob clockwise. Then take your mini USB power cable and plug it into the windshield mount. Then take the 12-volt adapter and plug it into your cigarette lighter charger. Flip open the lid, and now you can plug in any USB device, such as a cell phone, and it will charge that device with no problem. Now let's start the car, and the camera starts up automatically. And as long as you have a formatted micro SD card inside your dash cam, it will start recording automatically as soon as you start up your vehicle, and that is one of the many perks of having a dash cam compared to something like a GoPro. Alright, so if you need to adjust the dash cam to get that perfect viewing angle, you can do so by going up and down this way, or left and right about that far and about this far. And this is sort of a ball and joint mechanism, and you can adjust this and untwist this to loosen it up, and you can get that certain angle that you want. And you can go ahead and tighten this. You can tighten it all the way, and you can lock it into place, and that's going to be a really tight fit. Of course, all of this is easier to do with two hands, but with one hand I'm just going to show you that you can adjust this front-facing cabin camera like that as well. And you can unplug the N2 Pro, and it will have the same functionality as it does when it's plugged in. And this is cool because you can show someone your footage as long as you have your N2 Pro with you. Alright, this is what the OBD parking kit looks like. So this is the plug you put into the OBD port. You have some sticky tape, and you have this plug here to plug into the camera. It's a 10 feet long cable. So let's go ahead and set this up right now. Okay, USB cable is going in first. Then you want to take this crowbar type tool here, or you can use a flathead screwdriver, or if you have nothing, you can use your finger, but it'll be a little bit harder. Then you press the wire into your headliner until it's tucked away and hidden. And now I'll show you how to cable manage the rest of the wire all the way down to your OBD port here. It was super easy to tuck away all of the wires in my 2012 Toyota Prius, but for different setups you might need to use some tape. Alright, so once you have that orange P right there, that means parking mode's activated, and when you leave your car, you're just going to want to turn your car off, and that's it. So my car is turned off now. The camera's still on, it's still recording because it's hardwired in with the OBD parking mode, and it's going to keep on doing this for about 5 minutes. Unless something happens where it needs to record some movement, it's going to turn off. Like that. There we go. It just turned off because it didn't see anything moving in the front of the vehicle. So now it's truly in parking mode. The camera's shut off, but you can see that the blue light is blinking, indicating that it's in this sort of parking standby mode. And that's what you really want here. You want the camera to be turned off in parking standby mode, and my vehicle is turned off, so I can go walk away and go shopping or do whatever I want. The motion detection for the parking mode works surprisingly well. As you can see on the bottom right of the screen, the N2 Pro is already filming me from the motion. And as I walk up here, I'm going to tap on the glass, and that seems to activate the G sensor, which turns on the menu screen. And the larger image in this scene was filmed by my iPhone 13 Pro Max 4K camera for comparison. Alright, I'm testing the parking mode inside the car now. Just bang the door. There we go. I banged the door a few times and that triggered the parking mode. So the parking mode works great from movement from the outside or the inside of the vehicle. So it's good for break-ins. The OBD Hardwire parking mode kit, it is night and day compared to the fuse box method. You have one plug that connects to your camera and one plug that goes into your OBD, and that's it. You're good to go. The fuse box method, you have multiple connections. You got to figure out your fuse box. You need tools. You need to put this to a ground. It's just craziness. Now, most cars worldwide made after 2006 are going to have OBD2 capabilities, and you're going to want to have this for sure. Now, I understand that some people are going to have older cars and they're going to have to get the old fuse box method. So since this is so complicated, this is long enough to make a video all in itself. So for you guys, I'm going to have that video right here, and that's going to be a clickable link for you guys to check that out separately. The only difference between the two mounts is the GPS is slightly bigger here and the connection port is on top, compared to the old one. It has the connection port on the side. Okay, the first thing you want to do is remove the normal mount. Okay, now let's put the GPS mount on. And the plug here will go right on top. Okay, and everything else is exactly the same. One-handed mount there. Start your car. And it automatically turns on the same as the old mount. Currently going 35 miles per hour. Okay, cruising uphill. Filming with both cameras, front and cabin, 1080p resolution. Okay, it is November 28th. It is 3:06 p.m. and right now I'm going 15 miles per hour. Now this is a free downloadable GPS software available on Vantrue.net, and it's a very advanced piece of software here, so I'm going to run through all the main features. Now first of all, just follow my cursor here and you can go ahead and maximize this, and you can go here and you can pause and play, and over here you can speed up the footage or bring it back down to regular. Alright, now what's cool is that we're viewing in dual mode right now, but if you go down here you can switch to cabin mode or front mode or back to dual mode. Okay, now you can also play with the brightness and contrast here. Alright, and the colors. Go all the way down here. And you can change, you can mess around with these. Now, if you want to go back to normal, you just click reset. Alright, now let's pause this. Now, we can go ahead and zoom in. Okay, and you can move these around. You can go ahead and move these around on both cabin and front, and you can go ahead and zoom back out, and you can move these around individually as well. Okay, and you can play that at the same time. Now you can just zoom back out, and if you want these to come back to where it's supposed to be, you just double click, and now it's back to normal. Alright, now let's take a look at this map over here on the right side, and you can see all the Hawaiian Islands, and I can go ahead and zoom in by double clicking on this car icon. And here is the island of Oahu where I live, and just keep double clicking away, and as you get closer and closer you can start to see street names, which is really cool, and you can move the map like this with the hand tool. Now also you can control the volume here. Go all the way up miles per hour and go all the way down, and also you have your miles per hour displayed here and over here, and the GPS coordinates are located right here. Now overall this is a great software. In fact, it's the best GPS software I've used and tested so far. So I highly recommend that you get the GPS mount for your N2 Pro, and download this software from Vantrue.net. All right, so we're out here in the woods in the complete darkness, surrounded by forests, pitch black, no street lights above me, and I'm dressed in black. All right, so this is the true test of the N2 Pro night vision. Here I'm in my car, I'm with my dog. Just the lights of my car and the headlights on. We're gonna go ahead and turn this off, and let's turn the headlights off. And here we go. This is the true test of the night vision. I can see that I'm in the shot here. I don't know if you can see my dog. Yeah, you can see the dog too. Okay, I'm gonna go in the back seat now. All right, so here I'm in the back seat, so you can get an idea of what it looks like back here, and you can hear the actual microphone on the N2 Pro as I speak as well. And I just wanted to mention that Vantrue, they were really game changers in making night vision this good, and you know, one of the only ones to have true infrared LED lights on their camera, so that even when you're in the pitch black dark like this, you can still see what's going on inside your vehicle. And this is very important for Uber and Lyft drivers. All right, so if you're driving at night and night vision is on, but you don't like the night vision look for some reason, it's the vampire eyes or the black and white, and maybe you just want to be filming natural light, all you gotta do is click the power button a couple of times here. 1, 2, and there you go. You have natural light at nighttime. Now I'm just gonna take a stroll up the block here, and if I wanna go back to night vision, I just click the power button one time, and then boom, there you go. You're right back at it. Just like that. All right, to operate the menu, you have 5 buttons, and that's gonna be power button, back and forward, menu, and the OK button. Here's a demonstration of the menu. As we can see, we are recording at the moment. To stop that, you press OK, press the M to go to menu. First, you want to go to System Setup, and the first thing you want to do is, of course, set your language to English, and then go to Format and format the SD card. All the data will be deleted. I've already done this, so I'm gonna go back, but you definitely want to do that before you do anything to get the camera and the micro SD card to be working properly. Okay, now date and time, you have that as well. Auto LCD off, device sound, you can go ahead and turn that off if you don't want to have any noises while you go through the menu like this. Auto non-use, power off, frequency, system info, default settings. Okay, click to go back. Let's check out now the record setup. So resolution, the 2 main ones here are going to be the dual front and cabin, 1920 by 1080p 30 frames per second, and if you want to just shoot with the front camera, then you can get 1440p at 30 frames per second, and you also have other options as well here. Now let's go back. You can have loop recording. G sensor I set to usually 1 because I have lots of potholes that trigger off the G sensor real easily here in Hawaii, so I go to 1. Audio recording for the device itself. If you don't want to have any conversations recorded or any audio at all, you can go ahead and turn that off if you want. Parking mode. Okay, front camera exposure, inside camera exposure, you can change them, you know, separately. That's good to have. Your number plate there. Stamps, you can go ahead and turn all your stamps off if you want to. Rotate display, time lapse, power off delay. Okay, now if you go to GPS setup, you can go ahead and set your GPS up through here, and you can have your speed kilometers or miles per hour. Now files are all the files. So event is if you were to lock your footage with this button here, or if you were to get hit by any chance, the dash cam is going to store it automatically in the event folder. And I only have a few clips that I locked here. Okay, and if we go back to files, you have all your normal footage here as well. So I can go click on the last thing that was filmed, and there, as you can see, there is this red van in front of me that was getting filmed in the parking lot. Go back. To get out of the menu, just click the M button, and now we're back to the main screen, and you want to get that red dot to make sure you're recording. Just press OK, and as you can see, this red dot here is on. That means we're recording, and you can see the time right here of how many seconds are being recorded. And that's pretty much the basics to the menu functionality there. Here's an old clip of someone testing the old N2 Pro, and as you can see, the cabin camera's color is very purple and the quality is not as good as my test footage. Now Vantrue has since removed this purple color and made it more of a natural color, and that looks way better as you can see in my test footage. So if you buy an N2 Pro today, you won't have to worry about that purple color and it will look like the footage that I showed previously. Alright, so now if you want to turn off all of your timestamps so that it doesn't show up in the video footage, all you got to do is go to the menu, click on record setup, okay, and go down to stamp. Press OK. Now they're all turned on at the moment, but we're going to individually turn all of these off, and you can pick and choose to leave whichever ones you want, but we want that clean video footage with nothing on top of it. Now they're all checked with that X on it, and we just go out, menu, click the M button until you get to here, and then press OK. Now you're rolling again, and we're rolling with 1080p resolution in the front and back. And as you can see, this is what the video footage looks like after removing all of the stamps from both the front and cabin cameras. So in conclusion, the N2 Pro is a great dash cam still for 2022 because it just has everything you need in a dual dash cam. The only thing that it's lacking is Wi-Fi, if you care about that. And you know, if you want to get a budget-friendly Wi-Fi dash cam, I reviewed one that's great. It's the Jomis D530. I'll also put a link right there for you to check that out as well. So all of the Amazon and Vantrue links to all of the products that I mentioned will be in the description below. And if you found this video useful, please give me a like because it helps the channel. And if you have any questions or feedback, please drop me a comment below because I respond to everyone and I pride myself on doing so. Other than that, I hope you have a good day. Peace and aloha.